For 20 years, after the assassins defeated the Templars in London,
audio sounds fine because
the
it's fuzzy
city
then.
enjoyed a certain
It sounds like
peace
it's alright now.
until the Autumn of Terror. In 1888, London is plunged into shadow and fear by a series of gruesome and unsolvable murders. The brothels of Whitechapel seem warm and safe by comparison to its streets, where prostitutes are being mutilated and left on grotesque display for the world to ogle. Jacob Frye hunts the elusive killer to bring an end to the terror of Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper. that cutscene just then reminded me of cutscenes from the Dishonored games.
I told you to stay away from me. Stop publishing his letters. You've turned an unknown miscreant into a legend, and that's exactly what he wants.
Jacob! Thank God I found you. It's the Ripper. He's done it again.
The Ripper strikes again. Oh.
Katie!
It's cutscene. This is dark. I feel like watching a movie right now.
And Lizzie. Not both. Not in one night.
Nellie, remember what I said. Now go.
How many more assassins must die before you see the truth?
Only one more, Jack.
Wait, are you telling me those women were assassins? Oh?
Now,
Is that him?
I will hunt you down.
So is Assassin's Creed saying that Jack the Ripper is what? With the Templars?
I know you're there, Jack.
Whoa.
The Master of Terror is afraid to show himself, isn't
This is different.
I am your shadow, Jacob.
We're actually playing as the villain. Whoa. Alright, okay, I was wondering if this DLC was going to be good or not. This is different. Follow Jacob Taylor. Yeah, doing that.
I will gut every last one of them if that's the quickest way to
Tutorial fear. Jack's terror over London is based on his use of fear. One of Jack's fear tools is a brutal takedown. Performing a brutal takedown to its bitter end or fighting any opponent witnessing it. Hold X in the same conditions as a classic assassination. Okay. Oh. Brutal. Whoa.
run all you like, Jacob. I will catch you.
This is pretty dark. I almost feel like I'm playing a horror game.
I need only follow your scent. The scent of a wounded animal.
Oh no, I feel like it's going to desynchronize. Wasted time.
There is nowhere you can hide from me.
Area not available. Alright, just got to keep going this way then. Fear system again. Enemies react to Ripper's terror in three states: calm, anxious, or frightened. Fear actions make enemies anxious and frightened. You can affect enemies' fear state with fear tools, death scream, and spikes. What? Oh, this DLC is different. It's different. Assassin's Creed DLC. Hold inhale, then release the scream. Use a spike. Whoa. What the hell?
Stop! You want me, Jack? Come and kill me! This is not our way.
Oh,
This is
no
mine.
way. What, does Jacob actually die? I gotta kill the main guy that's been... No. What?
You cannot escape me.
Equal vision to track Jacob. So, is this DLC just gonna show us what happens to the Frye twins? Like, Jacob doesn't actually die here, does he? And they're gonna make us do it. They're gonna make us kill one of the Frye twins. I don't believe it. Making a run for
Go
it.
back to your hole, little mouse. Going somewhere, Jacob.
Jack, you're sick.
Don't you see the irony, brother?
Jack,
Only you know who the Ripper is, but you can't tell a living soul because it would destroy you and the assassins.
What is Jack the Ripper part of the Assassin Order?
No,
Is that what he's saying?
Jack,
You just called him.
we can fix you.
You just called Jacob
Fix
brother.
me! I am the solution.
They left us with a cliffhanger. He might be dead. He might not be dead. We didn't see didn't see a dead body. Oh, so that was the beginning of the DLC. That was oof. Horror game we're playing right now. Borough of Whitechapel, 1 month later.
Miss Frye?
Inspector Abberline. Why exactly have you had me escorted here?
My men and I have been hunting the Ripper around the clock for months now, and we've nothing to show for it. There's nothing I can tell the public.
What's the Ripper to do with me?
Oh, they're older.
My brother has had me summoned here from India. Can't this wait?
Evie
As far as I know, you may be the
looks a
last
lot older
assassin in
now.
London.
What do you mean? Where's Jacob?
I wish I knew. Your brother is nowhere to be found, even as an elusive shadow is committing the most hideous crimes the city has ever seen.
And you believe this is no coincidence?
The killer is selective and dispassionate and has left not a single trace of his passage. I've seen such a talent for assassination and avoiding detection only once before. When I worked with the two of you. And that is why your brother summoned you before he disappeared.
You think Jacob is dead?
I dare not believe it. But if he is, you may be the only person who can stop the Ripper now. Follow me.
Evie looks a lot older here. She looks way older than she was in the main story, the main game. Yeah, she looks completely different. Her face. Okay, so yeah, this
I'll take you to the site
DLC
where
is
the Ripper first struck.
just showing how
The
Jacob and
journalists
Evie have been
always
living
seem to get the word first.
ever
We
since
get there,
the main
they've
story.
trampled the evidence, and next day's headlines are dripping with blood. The few hundred yards between Flower and Dean Streets
So
have
after
become so
killing
dangerous
and-
that even my best
and
constables are
taking,
afraid to patrol Whitechapel at night.
all the districts over, getting rid of the Templars, getting rid of Starrick, and now this detective here is saying that all the assassins are gone.
Move along. Don't know your ass from your elbow. Go to hell, you lazy brother.
Let's take a carriage, shall we? I'd rather not get egg on my face again today.
I'll drive. What has become of this borough?
Whitechapel is a cesspool of crime, Miss Frye.
Yeah, look,
Where
the
terror
place is
reigns
just
supreme. Elsewhere, the rich get
everything
richer,
Jacob
but
and Evie
here,
did.
the
This
poor are
whole
living on the
place has
living,
just gone back
fighting to
to
survive each day.
how it was
Reporters
before they
share a
took
view of
over.
Whitechapel is a lair of savages, monsters, and werewolves who hold honest citizens in a state of terror.
The Ripper's terror.
We are not far from where Mary Ann Nichols was murdered. I knew her as Polly. That's what her friends called her. But the woman who died here is not the woman I met a few times at the Frying Pan pub.
Then who was she?
I was hoping you could tell me. Go see for yourself.
This is where the Ripper committed his first murder. Was Miss Nichols' body identified?
Her husband hadn't seen her in 11 years.
Mary
He
Ann
barely glanced at
Nichols
the poor,
murder scene.
mutilated woman before he had the gall to
Okay, I
forgive
remember
her
doing
for
these
what
little
she'd done to him.
murder
The
investigations
press
in
reported
Assassin's
widely
Creed
that Miss
Unity.
Nichols' finger bore the mark of a ring. It was forcibly removed, and the same is true for his other victims.
Victim's body was found near with a throat cut, multiple stab wounds, the abdomen, all bloodstains persist.
What did you discover?
Give me a moment.
Strange place for a bloodstain, yeah. LT to generate the trajectory and R to move around. Okay, that's different.
I found Miss Nichols' ring. An assassin's ring. She must have tossed it away during the struggle. A desperate act to protect the Brotherhood. You think they were targeted?
Yes. And the newspapers are accusing the police, me, of letting the first city of the world lapse into primeval savagery. I must take my leave, Miss Frye. I have other business in Whitechapel.
Good day, Inspector. Thank you for your discretion.
Okay, right. This is a completely different London compared to how it was in the main game, main story. Just shows how things are. The assassins come back, they kill the Templars, take over. Then there comes a point where all the assassins are gone again, Templars rise. Just like this never-ending cycle. Inspector Abberline needs your help. The Ripper's terror has inspired a wave of crime, from petty thievery to copycat killings. Whitechapel has become a place of brutal savagery. Bounty hunts, close the fight club's carriage. Okay. So these are all the things that we can do in the open world.
I'll need to tackle Jack's influence over the gangs in London.
I wonder. She's got some different outfits. No, she doesn't. That's annoying. Fear skills. Show off, life sucker, torturer. Whoa, what are these skills? Fear propagation. Weapons. Okay, so you start off as level 10. Okay, yeah, okay, that was the level you end at in the main game. Ripper's Terror. Whoa, that one looks cool. Firearms. Ubisoft. Get it from the club. See if I can. Okay, right, let's have a look on the map. Okay, so it's not the whole of London that we get to explore, I think. Whitechapel, City of London. Actually, continue main story for now. The game looks different as well. As soon as I clicked on Jack the Ripper DLC, it's almost like the graphics, the visuals got even better. And it even looks a bit more modern, if you know what I mean. Oh. They could have easily done a sequel game to Syndicate, like during World War One, or even just another DLC based on World War One. Entry points. Ah, wrong way.
Inspector? The inquest mentions that Miss Nichols made quite a spectacle of her drunkenness on the night of her murder. Do you think Jacob may have put her up to it?
Bait, you mean? I don't know what to think anymore, Miss Frye. Jacob kept lodgings nearby, right in the heart of this cesspool. Be careful.
I will not fail you.
Oh, it's nice to be back playing this game. I took a little break after I completed the main game. But I've been meaning to do the DLCs for Assassin's Creed Syndicate after I got the season pass recently. So once we've done the Jack the Ripper, we've still got the last of the last of the marriages. Last of the Maharas. That's it. Last of the Maharas mission. That's the other DLC that's still left to do. Marriages. I pronounced that terribly. Okay, right. We're here now. Reach Jacob's lodgings. Oh yeah, this is where the fight broke out. Jack the Ripper took him. So he's probably not dead. He's probably just badly injured, and Jack's keeping Jacob hostage, I guess. Broken mirror.
A letter?
Grand work the last job was. I give the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? I love my work and I want to start again. You'll soon hear of me with my fun.
So much blood.
So I think I
I
get
hope
this
it's not
story.
yours, brother.
So it's a Jack the Ripper. Must have been a assassin before he became this serial killer, and all of his targets seem to be assassins, part of the Brotherhood. And he's taken Jacob, knowing that
much like
Evie
those we
will come
learned to
back
use with our
to
Indian
London.
brothers.
And yeah, so he's basically using Jacob as bait. I'm guessing. I could be wrong, I don't know.
The last time Henry, my brother, and I were together was in India. 15
Oh, they
years
all
ago.
went to India.
When the
See, that's
photograph
what
was
I mean.
taken,
They could have
we
done
stood
another
facing the
Assassin's
Temple of
Creed
Kali,
game
and that's
in
one
India.
of the boys Jacob brought to train with the Brotherhood. What did we call him? Jack the Lad. Reckless and roguish. Much like my brother.
Oh, you saying that boy there is Jack the Ripper? Mosby. The little boy that they trained is Jack the Ripper.
More signs? What am I not seeing?
What's that?
Carly the Destroyer. I
Statue.
gave this to you on your last visit to India.
There's a woman who can help. Unfortunately, she'll remind you of our childhood neighbor. If the Ripper
Unfortunately? What is Jacob trying to say? We loved old Nellie.
Oh, you see, he's watching. Yeah, so he's got Jacob.
Could he be referring to an
He knows that
unfortunate woman?
Evie's coming back, and he's using Jacob as bait. Because he wants to kill all the assassins, he wants to get rid of all of them. And Evie's like
Nellie may be in the brothel
the
nearest
final
Jacob's
one.
lodgings. I'll start there.
Right, look sharp, lads.
Evie Fear Tools. Evie discovered the Indian assassin's fear tools after following Henry Green to India in 1868. Jacob visited there once with his new assassin initiates. Yeah, they totally can still make another Assassin's Creed game in India with Henry, Evie, and Jacob. They definitely can.
This bomb will strike fear in their hearts.
Whoa. I think I was meant to hold Y then. My bad. I can't loot their bodies.
Let's
what
hope
the
this
hell?
Nellie has news of you, and can lead me to the Ripper. If Jacob's former pupil is the Ripper, then he is our Ripper. I must catch him.
Alright, so using this fear, and then it will get, okay. So using this fear tactic, fear combat, whatever, and they start running away.
You're a dead woman. You'll wish you'd never been born!
Fear of ghosts, brutal save that. Okay.
Have you seen Nellie today?
What do you want with Nellie? Who are you? If you're a friend, then you may already be too late.
Where is she?
On her way to see Lady O. In the company the brutes paid to keep us in line. Hurry if you want to catch her.
Now come nicely, Nellie. Lady O's expecting you.
I don't want to. Let me go.
Sounds like she's being kidnapped.
I need to find Nellie before something bad happens to her. Here now. Where did they go? Nellie is in grave danger.
I'm crashing into things because there's an achievement that you need to do.
There you are.
It's like something like destroy 2,000 objects, something like that.
There's the carriage. Nellie must be inside the building. Nellie is in there somewhere. No doubt closely guarded and in mortal danger.
How do I swap these bombs? Oh yeah, okay, fear bombs. Right, I'll use these. Two out of 3. I just frightened 4 of them. That should already be. Oh well, I'm scared now. What can I? Hold up. Oh. Yeah. Need to refresh my memory on the combat in this game. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got the skill that automatically loots the body after I've assassinated them. Alright, I need to frighten one more person.
Something.
Okay, they're all on me.
Who are you trying to tickle?
She's quick! Overpower her!
You'll pay for that! She'll flash!
Oh,
Wait for it!
brutal. Broke his arm. Frightened 2 out of 3 enemies. I think it's bugged out or something because it's not going to 3 enemies. And I know I've frightened more than 3. So I don't know what's going on there.
Don't make me hurt you in front of all the ladies and gents.
Take your hands off me.
Hush! Keep your voice down. Lady Owens is speaking. Sit down.
And so I am delighted to announce to you all today.
Shh, don't be afraid.
Jacob's sister. We can't talk here, please. He'll kill me. She'll see to it.
Who?
Lady Owens. Jacob said you must kill her to find him.
Smile and be polite, or I'll tell the Ripper where you sleep, my beauties.
Oh, she's an evil one.
Dame Frye. Take Nellie and see to it that woman does not follow us.
Where did she go? That must be the carriage I'm after.
Chase. Oh, we're chasing. Come on.
That's it. Move it! Come on! Faster! Come on! Yeah! Faster!
Check the carriage.
Where did she go? Damn it! Not again!
Oh, why did I just do that? I was
She's
just
getting
about
away.
to jump on that carriage. I don't believe it. Oh, this is
Atta girl. Do you
a
mind?
joke. I don't believe it.
Get out of the way! Come on! Damn! I mustn't lose her. Whoa! Whoa! Come on!
So how do I feel like I forgot how to jump into the carriage.
Lady O is escaping. I'm in a hurry.
Oh, it's LB. LB to get to and jump.
Lady O is... Whoa! Nellie, I'm so sorry.
She used me as a decoy and fled to Owen's manor.
Hoping I'd cause your death, no doubt.
She knew you'd come, Miss Frye. Lady O is the Ripper's eyes and ears in London.
Kill her and Jack will be forced to show himself. Hey! I'll look in on you soon, Nellie, I promise.
She might be dead.
Lady
by the
Owers will
time
be
I see her
expecting
again.
me. And I would not want to disappoint her. Jack's terror over the prostitutes in London has to end.
Right, okay, let's do some of these side missions. Alright, it won't take that long. These side missions are pretty much the same as the ones in the main game. Okay, Wooding Shinings. There he is.
I won't go around bragging about it. There are plenty of police not
Oh,
in
wait, hold on.
uniform round here,
Boom. Got one of them guys then. What? So what are these? Are these a blighter gang? No, maybe we just say like these. All these guys work for Jack, I guess. The Jack gang.
Those whores are just poor women like me and you.
She's not allowed in here!
Oh, brutal. There he is, he's making a run for it. Got him.
What's that then?
said you're leaving the Rook's territory, so...
There you go.
Do we still own all the territories? And then Jack's got like his own gang that's attacking our territories, I don't know.
Easy now.
Leave
The
him with
music's
me.
different as well.
I'll see
It
that
kind of feels
justice is
more
done.
dramatic.
Thank you.
You caring for me?
Here, miss.
Carriage of Justice. Klauski immigrated to the United Kingdom sometime between 1887 and 1888. Shortly before the start of the Whitechapel murders, he successfully poisoned 3 of his wives.
Help me, please. You better keep your distance.
So what is this? Londoners have heard that there is a suspect in the Ripper murderers. Okay, so deliver the suspect to Inspector Abberline without being detected. Refrain from moving too fast. This seems a bit different.
Stop your cock! I'll break you in half. You're gonna get it now.
They really seem to think you're the Ripper.
I feel like I've...
I see her. I don't like the looks of her. What the devil do you think you're doing? You have no business here. Please, please.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are the police about to attack? Awareness level.
Oh, they want to kill me. Talk now. I am not Jack the Ripper.
Here now.
I'm innocent. Oh, please, please, please don't let them, please, 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 please. What's going on? Please, please, just get me to the yard alive. I'm coming over and teaching you a bloody lesson.
What? That wasn't me.
It's not what you think.
Oh, we're almost there. Come on.
That's it.
Go on.
Oh, I thought that was the end, but looks like we've got to keep going.
That's it. Come on.
Yeah, so some of the side missions on Assassin's Creed Syndicate are just they're a little bit boring. I don't like this one that we're doing right now.
What was that?
Doesn't really feel worth doing. Well, obviously you get experience, so you'll unlock more skill points. I guess that's the only thing that's worth making it worth doing.
Oh, don't let him hang me. Up ya, come on. Oh, don't let him kill me.
There you are.
going too fast. Oh my gosh.
Go on.
Don't let them hurt me, I'm innocent.
There you go.
Oh my god. It's not what you think.
Here now.
Thank you for bringing the suspect to me safely, Miss Frye.
I'll be dead. With no way to prove my innocence if it weren't for you, miss.
Okay, I don't think I want to be doing that same mission again. Whoa! Are you just randomly getting attacked by NPCs? Alright. I think those police officers ran away. It's good, it's good. It's good. Keep going, keep going. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Strike her down! Get out of my way!
Oh, I'm gonna lose him.
Think you can outrun me? I'm gonna knock your teeth in!
No! Ah, shit. Alright, well. I'm just gonna have to take his dead body now. Accidentally killed him.
That's it. Gotta go.
Walk of shame, what the hell?
Go on. That's it.
Alright, these side missions are definitely very different. A little bit random as well.
There you go.
Or there must be a reason for why these particular missions.
There you
If
are.
that was like part of the history back in the 18th century London, that's what was happening.
Slow down.
What good will he do me dead?
Well, it was an accident, what can I do? Alright, you know what, we might as well just continue with the main missions. It's just oh, excuse me. It's just a DLC, like we don't have to put so much effort into the open world like we did with the main game. I mean the main game pretty much did everything in the open world. Everything. All the side missions, territories, everything. But in this DLC, I don't know. I think I just prefer just continuing the main mission. Oh, the train's about to go. Oh. Evie targets Lady Owers in a manor northwest of London. If Lady Owers truly Jack the Ripper's eyes and ears in the city, assassinating her should lure him into the light. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Look at that nice big house. Northwest London, huh?
Keep your wig on! Calm down, you coward! Take a deep breath!
Frightened 0 out of 10 enemies. I don't. Isn't that? Yeah, it says fear bomb. So I threw that. That frightened them 2 guards. But it's not counting because it still says 0 out of 10. Yeah, this music's definitely dramatic. Alright. Look at it. Entry points, opportunities, ways in.
Bury her in the garden, he says. Like a dog would bury a bone. It ain't right, I tell ya. What if I'm next?
We're expecting Miss Frye. Alert the men and be discreet about it. We're still running a business here. Come, drain my wine with honeyed lips, and I shall tell you a tale of unrequited love from the...
You, get back to our guests. If Miss Frye doesn't slit our throats, the Ripper surely will.
Assassinate Lady Owers. Right. Gravedigger, diversion opportunity, butler, stealth opportunity, Thomas Owers, unique kill opportunity. Oh, so using her husband to assassinate?
Do we know what this Frye lady looks like?
Just kill any woman lurking around the manor with a weapon. If she turns out to be one of Lady O's girls trying to flee, we can blame it on the river.
There's a trespass around!
There we go. Right. That frightened them. Oh, 4 of us, 4 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Oh. Oh, see, so you got hold X first, and then tap X, and then you can frighten it. You can't just straight up tap X, you got to hold it down.
She's an intruder! Oh shit! Let me go! Thank you! I need witnesses!
Whoa. He just bounced up in the air, what the hell?
I can feel it.
I ain't done nothing.
Oh, the brutal. Okay, so the broom is immune to it. The fear. Still break his arm though.
Stop! Get her out of here! Point!
Oh, that was brutal. I think like snapped his wrist. I couldn't try and hold X, but it didn't work that time.
Don't just attack all the time! Slice of right! You'll be sick of different tunes I'm through with you. Let's see how warm your innards are.
Oh, snaps his arm again.
She's your woman!
Intruder! She's
right there!
Spy on the butler's conversation.
You heard me. The only way that woman gets inside is over your dead bodies. If you're not careful, you'll all be dead before any of you see her face. Need I remind you that if something happens to Lady O, it's the end of everything we've worked for. I must go see to the lady.
You go! There's no escape, young lady!
Oh,
Make you
my
suffer!
I was gonna tail him, but alright, that was just a waste of time. As if he just turned around straight away. I should have held X on the brute guy. Alright, there she is, I can see her. Alright, she's upstairs. Where's the stairs at?
The strangest thing I've seen around here.
Something's wrong.
Hey! Someone get him!
Suppose you got the
There she is. Look at that. Looks like she's on her own, unprotected.
I'll spare a few documents and drag that useless husband of mine down with me.
Throw a smoke bomb when she gets to the fireplace. Go, 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 go. Do it, do it, do it.
Get past my men.
Pretty easy, actually.
I should thank you, Miss Frye. I fear death at the Ripper's hands far more than at yours.
What have you done with these men?
The doctor.
The Ripper is entertaining them presently.
Oh, no, not the
Mr.
doctor.
Weaversbrook will be joining them
Newspaper
soon.
guy.
Let us hope Jack has not found you yet, Mr. Weaversbrook.
Right. Time to escape. Ah, look, there's a window we can... Right, we can exit this way.
Stop her! Shot him!
Don't be so stingy, mate. You're taking the piss. It's your third fag this week.
Hey, you! Stop it!
Bugger!
See ya.
Go tell Lady O.
You tell her. I need this job.
Well, you guys are about to find out that she is no longer with us. Oh, Jack the Ripper is there. Oh, so he's just following this whole time, just following. Knows exactly what's going on.